The Instant Pot air fryer lid. A lot of people have been waiting on it, and here it is, brand new on the market. It's made by Instant Pot, and it's made exclusively for 6-quart Instant Pots. There sits a 6-quart Instant Pot, and here sits the air frying lid. I'm about to unbox this. We're going to see what's in it. We might even cook something in it. I think I got some fries or something we can put in there just to see how it does. Y'all hold on. We're about to get this started. I'm John Sanders, also known as Jelly 007. Let's get this started. Okay, so here we go. This is where I purchased it. It's the only place I can find it right now. It's Williams, Sonoma. Its suggested retail is $140, but their price is $69.95. I do not know how long that lasts, but here's what it's supposed to look like. And of course, it tells a lot about it, but we're fixing to look at what it does, so hold on. Move that out of the way, and we're about to open it up. I'm going to show you some of the artwork like I always do. Well, that's a different language. Here's what it does: air fry, reheat, broil, and bake. That's what it advertises right there. On this side, it says, make your Instant Pot an air fryer. What a lot of people have been wanting for a long time. And it says, fits any 6-quart Instant Pot multi-use pressure cooker. One-touch cooking, delicious results, blah, blah, blah. Healthy, easy, crisp. Air frying gives you crispy golden finish with 95% less oil. Compatible with all listed 6-quart series: Lux, Duo, Duo Plus, Viva, Nova Plus, Ultra, Duo Nova. Right there, I'm going to show that a little closer, so you'll know if it'll fit yours, or if not, if you need to question it before you go any further. And that's pretty much everything except this right here. Smart, 6 smart programs, easy to clean, built-in safety, multi-use. And there's what it comes with, or there's how it looks on the Instant Pot. It has an air frying basket, and it's similar to the Duo Crisp. I'll say this, Instant Pot's about to bankrupt me. I have reviewed at least 6 or 7 items that they've just recently put on the market. One of them was the Instant Pot Duo Crisp, which is an 8-quart complete unit, just like this. And I have videos on it. I'll link one where you can see what the 8-quart that comes with all of this, or something similar to begin with. So let's see if there's anything else I need to mention on here. I don't think so. I'm just going to hold it close so you could actually, I wish that shadow wasn't there, but you could actually freeze that frame and read that, I hope. And on top, I think we've already read that. Yep, here's what I wanted to show, wattages. Let's look for the wattage right quick. Wattage, the model is an air fryer lid 6. I don't know if they're going to make an 8, which would be the 8-quart, but I just don't know. I couldn't find it anywhere. If they made it, I couldn't find it. 1,500 watts and 120 volts, and all the rest of it just common sense. I'll show it to you right here, though. And that shadow is not working real well. Anyhow, fixing to open it up. I'm going to get my act together and come right back. Okay, so one of the things, that's why I looked back and got my act together. I did say this wrong. I said, here's everything it comes with. Well, I think you'll understand. I don't have to say it, but it does not come with this piece right here. It doesn't. It's from here up. That's kind of grayed out. There's what it comes with, but we're about to see. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. You can. Here's some more things it's pointing out that we're going to look at a little closer in here. And overload protection on the cord. Here is something else if you wanted to see it. There's some stuff. Here's the getting started guide, and that's what I'll be going over in just a minute. I know what this is because I've already got the Duo Crisp, the Instant Pot Duo Crisp. That is a pad to set it on while it's hot. You put it on your counter, and while it's hot, this is where you rest it when you take it off. Here is, I know what this is also because it's identical to the one that comes with the Duo Crisp again, and it is a broiler tray, I believe they refer to it as, and it fits in the air frying basket. I'll show you that in just a second. Here we go with the rest of the things. Here comes the air frying basket itself, which is just like identical, other than size, identical to the Duo Crisp one. So they're running on the same base, the same theory, it looks like, because there's that. This snaps on here. like that. And then this piece I was showing you as the broiler tray, I think they refer to it as, goes right here and sits right there. And that way you get your food closer to the element, and you could use it for 2-layer, I guess you could. So, let's get the actual lid out. And here it is. And that is everything in this box, so I'm going to move it where I can show this a little better. And here it is. And here's the cord that we're just speaking of. I'm going to have to, what it does, and I'm positive, it's so you can't plug 2 devices into your same receptacle. In other words, when this is plugged in, it will block the other receptacle no matter which one you put it in, this one or this one. And that's because it's 1,500 watts. Well, that's close to 15 amps. Well, most circuits in most homes are 20 amp circuits. Some of them are only 15. So if you're kicking breakers, that'll be why. You would never, I don't even have to read the instructions to know this, you would never want your Instant Pot and this plugged in at the same time. And that's why they did this, to prevent that. So, now back to this. Here's what it looks like. It is a good looking unit. But we're fixing to put it to the use with, like I said, I think I have some French fries, and I'm going to go we're going to air fry something. I got something we can do. And we're going to do some temp checks. I'm going to check the output temps here and just see how it operates, and we'll get it plugged in and see how it looks. So, let's do that. I think that has a protective cover that I'm going to pull it off. It does. It has a protective cover that you kind of get started right there and pull it off. So, hold up. Be right back. Okay, so I've looked over the manual a little bit, and it kind of confirmed a lot of things I said, but my point right here is, don't go by anything I'm saying. This is what you should read, this manual, when you get it. Do not, what I'm saying to you, I'm trying to keep correct, but this is absolutely correct, and you can go by it. But a couple of things is, like I said, you'll never have it plugged in at the same time, no matter what you're doing. You never run this device and this at the same time. Even if you can, don't. It's not supposed to. It's either running this or this, not both. Another thing I didn't realize is if you have the ceramic coated inner pot, it says don't use it, stainless steel only. And it's got a lot of other things that you should read. And I'm telling you that because it means something, and I really believe you should. Again, there's another page, a lot of things that are said. Now, we're going to check some temps and stuff like that. And I have not plugged it in at all yet. And I just want you to understand to read this part. Now, here's the other manual that comes with it, and it just describes how to use it. And one of the first things it says is either pressure cook or air fry. It doesn't do, you can pressure cook your food first, and then it says, like it says right here, always unplug the Instant Pot base before plugging in the air frying lid. And I know I'm getting a little lengthy on this part, but it's something to know. There's a lot of reasons you don't want to. Even if you got 2 plugs that'll reach, like I do. Mine are not, but most likely yours are on the same circuit that goes back to your fuse panel or your breaker box. It won't handle it, and don't do it. That's not the only reason. There's other reasons. That's why you've never run it together. I'm going to get off of that. Here's what I'm going to show you the lid looks like, because I didn't realize it. It has a dehydrate feature also. You can see everything that's there. It's got the air fry, broil, bake, roast, reheat, and dehydrate. And of course, start, stop, time, and temp. Right now, I'm about to plug it in for the first time. And we're just going to play with the controls and run it a little bit. And then I'm going to get those French fries I've been talking about. So, this goes like that. I'm going to get this where you can see it and get the camera in a little better place. That's what the controls look like. And then let's say, there's the cancel button. Let's do air fry. It defaults to 20 minutes, 400 degrees. Let's let it go for a little bit. I don't have anything in there now except the air frying. The air frying basket is in there with the broiler tray, but that's okay. I'm going to let that run for a little bit, and then we're going to take a few temps. Okay, right there it's been running for about 5 minutes. Now, it took it about 1.5 minutes to preheat, and then it started counting down from the 20. I've also been checking temps already coming out of the back, and the highest number I was able to get was 190. Now, we'll see right here on camera if it does anything different, but I want you to see it yourself because it also states in the safety manual that you need 5 inches clearance. Well, there's 192, and I'm a 1/2 inch away from that outlet. So that's pretty good. And you notice, or I'll put it like this, it's designed just like the Duo Crisp, the 8-quart Duo Crisp that I keep mentioning, and I'm going to link that video in this video somewhere. The outlet's designed the same way. Really, it's a really good design. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to lift it up. We're going to see if it makes the jingle going on and off, and make sure it restarts automatically and everything you would expect an air fryer to do. And we're going to take some temps on the basket because it should be close to 400. And I actually have the broil pan there. So, in fact, I'm going to let you see what I got as I open it. And there is the noise. And it's telling me the lid is off. So what we would do would be set that right there. That's where it's supposed to go. Let's see what we get. Well, I'm hitting a reflection on that air frying. The broil pan is a chrome finish, so you get a lot of reflection on that, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get an accurate reading on that. But on the side, you saw it, 359, I think it was. So that's not bad. I'm going to take that out just so we can get a better reading. So I'm going to get that done. Let's just make sure it does start back up and makes a jingle when you set it on right. And there it is. It started back up. Everything you would expect. It lets you know the lid's on right, and it starts up. It probably wouldn't start up if it wasn't. And I'm going to try and find anything else I need to mention in here. I'm going to pull that out. In fact, we'll do it. I'll pull that out, and we're going to let it run a little bit longer and see if we can get a little higher temp on that. Okay, I ran the time up a little bit, let it run a little longer, and we're going to take a look one more time to see what those temps are. But I've got the French fries out, and we're fixing to do that right now. Let's see, that's with the lid off right there. Okay, I got 367 right there, so I'm happy with that. It's 367 degrees with the unit set at 400. There's going to be some variances, so I'm good with that. Now, one thing I did run into here I want to show is that, in fact, I'm going to turn it off because this is all you have to do. You can, if you want to add time to this unit, you just press time and it goes up. I like that because if I'm busy and I got to do something different like this, you just add or take away time. The temp, the same way. 400 is the highest setting it has, so when you try and go above 400, it goes to 300. The lowest it will go that I can on air fry now is 300. The broil feature, I'm not sure if you can change that on the fly. You can't. So let's see what it is. In fact, we can do that. And but one thing I'm going to show you while that's doing its little cool down is that it says here, it's got a welcome to telling you getting started, smart programs, and then cooking timetable. Well, I haven't been able to find this cooking. There's the smart programs. But a cooking timetable, I didn't find, or what I think is a cooking timetable. Now, somebody may go through this and say, well, here it is. But I couldn't find it because from this page over is a different language. So, that being said, it's still doing this little cool down, but you can open the lid at any time you want to. But if you're going to store it, and by the way, I'll go over that right quick, it's just like, again, the Duo Crisp 8-quart. This right here turns upside down and you set the lid on, and like it says right here, open or lock. You just spin this over and that protects your element and your fan and all while you're storing it. Not a bad idea at all. So what we're going to do, the timetables I've used on French fries before is 360 degrees for around 20 minutes, and it's kind of look and feel. So I'm going to do 1 pound. That's at 1 pound, by the way. This is a 2-pound bag. I'm going to do it twice. I'm only going to cook 1 pound unless they turn out bad. And then I may raise the temp and try it. But 360 and everything I normally do for, say, 18 minutes is good. So I'm going to do half this bag. I'm also going, here's something that Instapot's making that I'm going to be using. This is their tongs. I like them, silicone tip. I like them a lot. This is Instapot's too. They're making a lot of things. Like I said, they've almost bankrupted me. I've got so many things I bought this year just from them. So the lid's still saying cool, so we're going to lift it off. And I'm going to have to move this to right here where I can safely set it down. Just like that. Now, I got to think if there's anything I'm forgetting. I don't think there is. I need some scissors. Should be right here. I'm going to cut this bag open. And I've already washed it, by the way. I washed it off camera, but you need to wash all these things before you use them. Now I'm going to figure out about half of that bag. I'm going to say right there. I'm going to dump those in. You can hear that sizzle. We're going to put this on. I'm going to add just a few more right there. Flatten those out a little bit. Put the lid on. All right, I'm going to do air fry. I'm going to lower the temp to 360. I'm going to leave the time at 20 minutes. I'm good with that. So we're off and running. I forget, I'm going to tell what that lid weighs. I weighed it a while ago and it was just over 5 pounds because that became an issue on the Duo Crisp. And I'm just going to, when we're done in a minute, I'll try and show you, but it was right at 5 pounds. Just a little over 5. So. And one other thing, since I'm talking, air frying, if you ask me, this is the only thing to use. I don't always put them on my French fries. I rarely do. But if you're going to use a spray, this has a really high smoking point, a really high heat capacity or cooking, what does it say? Roasting and stir frying. It's good for around 500 degrees. So it's good for high heat. And it keeps things from smoking. That's the main thing. And I use that and this. When I'm using a liquid, I use this. But this right here is really handy because you don't have to do anything but spray it. All right, we're going to let this count for a minute. It hasn't preheated yet. It's running, and when it preheats, the temp will come up and the timer, and it'll start counting down. And I'll be right back. All right, that took, again, about 1.5 minutes for it to get the temps right, I guess. But because I had already preheated, you know, I went ahead and put the fries in. Normally, you would wait till this point to put your fries in. I don't know whether that matters that much, but that's how I would do it if I was starting from a cold machine. Anyhow. Okay, there is our turn food light at the 10-minute mark. I'm going to raise that up, set it right here. And one or two ways, of course, you can put on gloves and just shake them. But while I have it out, I'm going to show you what they look like. And they look excellent. And I'll tell you this, the house smells like French fries. And that's usually a good indication. Now, of course, you can just stir it around like this. So there's a lot of methods, but that other one works pretty good. So we'll get it back started. We're off and running. 10 minutes left. Although, by looking at those, I don't think I'm going to let them go the full 10. We'll pull one out, I don't know, around 5 and see what it temps. Be back. Okay, we're at 7 minutes, and quite honestly, those are smelling like they're done. I do not want them to burn. I'm going to get one out. That would be a total time of 13. I'm going to see what this one measures. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but 192. They are done. I'm looking for around 200. You know, between 200 and 210. All right, the bottom side, that's what it was. I went all the way through the French fry. 202, we are good. I'm pulling those French fries out. So, somewhere around 14 minutes at 360. And I'm going to just hit cancel. And I'm going to set this off. I'm going to lift this up and pour them in that bowl to put salt on them as soon as I can get salt on them. Well, there they go. And again, you can see them. And now, it's depending on how crispy you like your fries. But I got a feeling that's a pretty good time setting. Hit them with some salt. Shake them up a little bit. And I'm actually going to let those rest like that right there for just a minute. And while that's happening, we're going to do that weight test that I wanted to point out. I think you can see what I'm about to do, which is the weight of this lid. And it's just because I got a lot of questions last time. Well, you're not going to be able to see that, but I'm going to make it where you can, I hope. That lid weighs, and I said 5 pounds. I was wrong. Well, 5 pounds and 50, almost 6 pounds. So if you think that's going to be an issue for you, then now you know. 5 pounds, 14 ounces. I mean, that's 1 ounce away from 6 pounds. So it's not, it doesn't bother me. I'll put it like that. That doesn't even register when I pick it up. It just doesn't. But there was some issues about it last time, so I'm bringing it up. Anyhow, I'm going to let these rest just a minute longer. Shake them around a couple more times. We're going to eat some. Okay, so for the real test, seeing how they taste, get a few of these out right here. And take a look at them. I'll show them to you in the bowl. Because you can see the color on them is pretty near perfect. And some of them even have the kind of the brown to them. And let's just see. That's a perfectly cooked French fry to me. Now, it's not crispy. It is a little bit. There's some crisp to it, but it's not. I don't like them crispy, honestly. And if you wanted them crispy, I guess you'd go a little further. But to me, that's a perfect French fry. So anyhow, hey, thank y'all for watching. I'm going to try and have my favorite thing that I think this will be perfect for, and what I always wanted this type of device for, is stuff like frozen chicken wings that you pressure cook first and then brown. Either, you used to have to do it in the oven, you know what I mean? I got a video on that. Well, now you should be able to set these in here and crisp up make hot wings in like 15 minutes from frozen. Y'all come back to see me. I appreciate y'all watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Give me some ideas if you want me to do something else, but I think chicken wings are going to be, I'm pretty sure chicken wings are going to be my next one. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.